In this video, we are going to study about the diversity part 2. In this video, we will study about the reasons for the diversity in India, case study of Kerala and Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, India unity in diversity. So before starting today's session, let's have a recapitulation of the earlier part. In the earlier part, we have studied about the diversity and the characteristics of the diversities in India. So dear children, diversity is a range of many people or things that are very different from one another. Diversity adds to our lives. The various differences that diversity includes actually enriches our lives in many ways. India is a land of diversities. The people of India speak a number of languages, eat various types of foods, celebrate different festivals and follow the different religions. There are 8 major religions in the world and all of them are practiced in India. We have more than 1600 dialects. There are more than 100 dance forms in India. So this is the diversity of our country. Characteristics of diversity in India. There are different languages, many religions, different cultures, festivals, dance and music, art and sculpture, food habits, clothes, etc. So now let's begin today's session with the reasons for the diversity in India. We have several reasons such as inequality of income, caste system, historical factors and geographical factors. So let's study about these diversities or these reasons for the diversities in detail. First is inequality of income. There is a high inequality of income and wealth among the people in India that creates a diversity. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to the other persons. A significant portion of Indian population still does not have enough to eat or wear or a place to live in. Now, caste system. This is an important reason for social inequality. In this system, society was divided into different groups. Caste is a closed class and is determined by birth. It creates unequal and scientific social hierarchy. People were supposed to remain in these groups. Historical and geographical factors also influence the diversity of a region or a country. So let's study about the historical factors. In the early days, people traveled on foot, horses, camels or in ships. They traveled in search of new lands, new places to settle in due to the natural calamities such as rain, drought, flood and war. They also traveled in search of people to trade with or in search of work. Since it is so long to travel, once people got to a new place, they stayed and settled there. In the new places, people began to change a little. At the same time, they also did things in the old ways. In this process, their languages, food, culture and religion become a mix of old and new. This intermix of cultures created something new and different. In this way, regions become very diverse because of their unique histories. Even today, we move from one place to another for many purposes such as in search of job, education, trade and seeing new places, etc. Now let's read about the geographical factors. Diversity also comes from the geographical factors. For example, living in a desert area is quite different from living in the plains. Geographical factors not only influence of clothing and eating habits of people, but also the kind of work they do. This is because people's lives are closely related to their physical surroundings. So dear children, now we are going to study about the case study of Kerala, a state which is located to the south of our country. So let's start with the geographical factors of Kerala. The state of Kerala is situated in the northwest corner of India. It is located in between the high western Ghats in east and the Arabian Sea in the west. The width of the state varies from 35 to 120 kilometers on basis of geographical features. The state can be divided into hills, valleys, midland plains and coastal belt. There are 44 rivers in the state with a large number of tributaries and branches. Due to its geographical features, a large number of spices like pepper, cloves and cardamom are grown on its hills. These spices made this region world famous. Pepper is still one of the major export-oriented commodities in which the state enjoys a near monopoly. Kerala is a major producer of coconut, rubber, pepper, cardamom, ginger, coca, cashew, coconut, coffee and tea. Now let's study about the historical factors of Kerala. These products such as coconut, rubber, pepper, etc., especially the spices, attracted the world trader towards this region. And they brought a new religion to Kerala, that is Christianity. St. Thomas is believed to be the father of Christianity in India. Along with them, many Arab traders also came here and settled here. Effect of these factors, that is geographical factors and historical factors, on diversity. Due to the above historical factors influence the people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism. Kerala is a home of many colorful festivals. Most of them are inspired by the Hindu mythology. As you all know, Onam is the most important festival of Kerala. Along with that, the main Christian festivals are Christmas and Easter. Maramon Convention is the biggest gathering of Christians in Asia. The fishing nets and utensils used for frying here are called as China Wala and China Chatti respectively. It is believed that the word Chin could have come from the China. So this is all about the Kerala. Now let's have a look about the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So let's start with the geographical factors of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. This union territory is situated between 32 degree 15 north and 37 degree 5 north and 72 degree 35 east and 83 degree 20 east. Geographically, Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountain in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. This region is covered with snow almost the whole year, so there is a little possibility of agriculture. This region has very few trees. Provision for the formation of Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir were contained within Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill 2019, which was passed by both Houses of Parliament of India in August 2019. The purpose of bill is to reconstitute the existing state of Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, with the effect from 31st October 2019. In Ladakh, the mountain slopes have extensive pastures, so almost every family keeps some livestock such as sheep, yak, cows and goats. People eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Pashmina wool from the sheep is main source of income for the people. This wool gives high return to the people. The people in Ladakh sell this wool to traders from the Kashmir. Now let's study about the historical factors of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Ladakh was considered as a good trader route. There were many passes through which caravans of traders traveled to today's Tibet. These caravans carried various items such as textiles, spices, raw silk, carpets, etc. with them. Ashoka introduced Buddhism to Kashmir in 3rd century BCE. This was later strengthened by the Kanishka. Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh, that also called as the Little Tibet. Islam came to Kashmir during 13th and 14th century AD by Zainul Abidin was the most famous Muslim ruler of Kashmir during 1422-1470. Effects of these factors, that is geographical factors and historical factors, on the diversity of Jammu and Kashmir. The above historical factors are responsible for the existence of different religions in Ladakh. The people in Ladakh practice Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism and Christianity, etc. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh or Buddhist fairs and festivals are celebrated here with full enthusiasm. Ladakh has a rich tradition of songs and poems. Muslims and Buddhists both perform and sing local version of Tibetan national epic, that is the Kesar Saga. Similarly, special geographical location of Ladakh gives favorable conditions of sheeping and producing pashmina wool. This attracted a large number of buyers and traders. It was also considered a good trade route because it had many passes through which caravans traveled to the regions like Tibet. In this way, history and geography are often tied in cultural life of a region. We have seen that Ladakh and Kerala have different geographical features, but history of both regions are similar cultural influences. So now, we will study about how India have unity in diversity. Diversity or different types of people who belongs to different regional, cultural and religious backgrounds help to make India very interesting and diverse. The term unity in diversity is an appropriate term to describe India. This phrase was coined by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He talked about Indian unity in his famous book, The Discovery of India. He says that Indian unity is not something that is from the outside, but it is from something deeper. He further says that in India, the widest tolerance of belief and custom is practiced, and everywhere varieties is acknowledged and even encouraged. Of course, India's diversity has also been a source of its strength. During India's freedom struggle, men and women from different linguistic, cultural, religious and regional backgrounds came together to oppose the British colonial rule. The British thought that they could divide the Indians because of their diversity and rule them. The people of India showed all the time that they could be different and still get united indeed. People from every walk of life planned together, worked together and went to jail together during the national freedom movement. In this way, they brought freedom to our country, independence to our country. So, here we shows the unity in diversity. Maybe we belong to different religions or regions, or we speak different languages, but at heart we all together. So dear children, I hope you have understood about today's lesson. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.